All right, we are completely busy here at Noel Automotive, but some things you just can't negotiate. We got to go to MoParty. Let's get going. Hey, this is Keith, Mopar Keith here with David Crook, and we're at the 2025 MoParty here in Kentucky. And David's out here racing his car around, and he's actually going to give me a ride in it.
Yep.
Just give us a rundown of what you did to the car this last year.
Yeah, so this layer, well, when I was at your shop last year, we had the QA1 coilover suspension system on it. And well, we ended up having rusty frame rails at the end of the year last year. So we went with a Speedtech chassis setup. So we have a whole front clip put on the car, and QA1 actually merged with Speedtech. So we're still team QA1. But it's got a whole basically C7 Corvette style geometry suspension system in the front of the car. And it's got like a Camaro style torque arm in the rear of the car as well, giving us really, really good grip. We can actually fit 335 tires on the front of this car now.
And that torque arm goes from the transmission to the axle?
Pretty much, it's pretty close, so, but that's about the range. It's just under the driver's seat all the way to the rear axle.
Right, and it's still a straight rear axle?
Yeah, still straight rear axle. It's a 9-inch now, so I finally had to switch to a Ford. There was nothing else I could do.
Mopar just wasn't 8 3/4?
Well, I also have the Gen III HEMI with an 8-speed, and there's not a low enough gear with the 8 3/4 to make the 8-speed perfect. So the lowest I could get was the 323 with 8 3/4. Now we have a 308, which is kind of like what the modern cars came with. So
right. And so how many speeds in the transmission?
8-speed. So we have the 8 HP 70 is what this is.
Okay.
So yep.
All right. So full front frame rails.
Yep.
All welded into the unibody.
Yep. Yeah. Well, technically, it's a torque box welded into the a section of the original frame rails, and then we can still drop the whole subframe assembly out of the front of the car, a lot like a Camaro is the best way to think of it as.
Okay, so you can remove it.
Yep.
Why would you ever have to remove it? Service or?
I'm pretty guilty of blowing up engines, so I would have to drop it out for engine repairs or something like that, or maybe
Rather
maintenance.
than pull it out the top.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It won't really come out the top on this anymore. Everything will drop right out of the bottom, a lot like the K members do in the factory cars. So.
Okay. At our shop, we love doing the K-frame install and just pull it out the bottom.
Yep.
I hate hanging that whole engine over the top.
Yeah. Scratching paint, knocking on fenders. That's where that chip came from.
Yeah. If you got to pull a hood off and all that stuff.
Yep.
So. How long have you owned the car?
I think we're going on 15 years now. I've honestly lost track. It's been so long. I bought the car just when I was ending high school, and it was supposed to be a parts car. It was actually supposed to fix up another car that we had, and it was too nice to part out, so we just fixed it up.
And that's the car your brother has now?
Yeah, and now my brother has my very first Mopar, which is a 68 Super B, and it's in the process of doing the same thing.
Right, and that's at your house on the hoist right now?
Yep, it's at home on the hoist, and then we got another 70 Super B too. That's a ratty looking barn find hoopty looking Super B, and it's sublime green. It's really cool, and it gets all my hand-me-downs from this car. So it was supposed to be on the road this year, but it's probably going to maybe be next year. But I keep putting it off. So.
And so you work at Leading Edge Restoration in Elkhart, Indiana.
Yep.
So I try to follow all your lives on that. It's amazing how many cars you guys get through the shop there.
A lot of cars, a lot of everything from big projects to little things. Maybe someone just needs an oil change, because you might experience this too, but a lot of shops don't want to work on old cars because parts are hard to get and it takes too long. And they just don't want to work on old cars, and we do everything from just an oil change, spark plug, to carburetor tune-ups to a complete full-off custom chassis frame stuff. So
now you have a guy that does convertible tops, right?
Yep. We have a guy that does custom interior. He does our convertible tops and everything.
So I might have some customers I need to send your way for convertible tops.
Not a problem at all.
There's no one around my area that does that.
Okay.
So if anyone's watching and they do convertible tops in eastern Iowa, let me know, because I always get phone calls for convertible tops. Now we do vinyl tops, headliners, carpets. We pull our own seat covers, all that. Don't touch vinyl tops, except for the mechanical. I do the mechanical stuff.
Yeah. And as soon as you get the mechanical stuff down on those tops, I mean, the fabric pretty much just falls on itself on there. It's just making sure you got good heat. If you do it in the cold, you got to make sure you got a lot of heat around it. I understand that with the stretching and stuff like that. It's a process. So, Yep.
All right, so we're like right there. That's a real AAR Cuda right there, I've been told.
Yes.
So we're gonna go for a ride today. I've never ridden in this car. Now I've done the Challenger throw rides and the Raptors or whatever they call them.
Yep.
So I've done the jumps and stuff, but I've never run in one of these, so I'm excited.
Yep.
And
anyway, this is our second event on this new system too. So I'm learning at this event as well.
Getting it dialed in a little bit.
Yep.
Now, have you made any adjustments today?
Today we haven't. We just went out and kind of warmed up the tires and everything to get it nice and hot and everything. So hopefully we'll stick a little bit. It was sliding our first round, so we're going to hope it has a lot more grip this round for you. So I wouldn't be surprised if this left front wheel comes off the ground out there.
Now that's what I've seen in some videos. So going around corners, it actually lifts this left front wheel.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to see. Yeah. So that shows you how stiff the frame is on this car.
Yeah, it's stiff. So so we still have some fine tuning to do, springs, shocks, adjustments, but yeah, it's going to be fun.
Right.
Yep.
All right, well, let's go for a ride.
Cool, let's do it.
So we're at the top of the hill here. I'm up on some stairs, and we're kind of get a good panoramic view of the facility here. So the park is over here, but we got just a massive fun field of hundreds of Mopars all over the place. So down there is the autocross area. You have the midway way back down there. You can hear the drag cars running. So that real long building, that's the grandstands. And then clear down there a quarter mile away, there's your timing lights. All right, so we just got done with the autocross and a ride along with David Crook, and that was just completely amazing. So I really appreciate it, David, for the ride along. Now we're going to check out some show cars. In fact, the first car we're going to look at is right behind this sign. All right, so here's one of the cars that's absolutely gorgeous and caught my eye right away. So this is a 1971 Duster, and we'll just do a walk around and tell you why I like this car so much. So I had an opportunity to talk to the owner, and he had it in a shop for 4 years. So started off with a pretty solid shell, and we'll just talk about some of the things here. So shaved the marker lights, custom made wheels. We wanted to go with some body color wheels to kind of give homage to the originality of the car. The lines on this are just super nice. So custom mirrors. The attention to detail is just phenomenal. So air conditioning, modern gauges, everything is customized. Seats, upholstery, custom made billet door handles, really nice gaps. There's the back wheels. They look like about 10 inches wide. One with the original style taillights and bumpers. Everything's been re-chromed. Check out the detail in this trunk. Everything's custom made, of course. So full chassis underneath this car. MTZ interstate battery. Love the blackout. Every fastener has been attended to.
Good guys, top 12. Should. Good guys persistent. I don't know what year that was, but it had to be this year. That thing's beautiful.
Everything's digital. The dash is custom. The pad looks to be original style in the original A-body vents for the defrost vents, but everything else has been custom. The AC vents on the bottom, in the middle. We got a key switch in the middle. Took that off the column. So I'm not sure if that's like an I Did It steering column or Flaming River, the aftermarket steering column. All right, so let's check out the engine bay here. So obviously a modern Hemi. Everything has been test fit. I can only imagine the amount of test fitting that they did to put this car together. Check that out. Never seen one of those before, so that's probably a custom one-off piece. Every little nut and bolt has been attended to. So that latch looks factory. That's one of the few things that's original style. Just a beautiful car. So you can't quite see this in the video, but the paint and the body lines, you know, 3/16 on the body lines all the way around. So that, you know, the factory was never like this, but 3/16 every single inch of the car is absolutely consistent. So hey, it's Mopar Keith here with Chet Biggers, and we are at the 2025 MoParty down here in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
What a great show too, man.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Oh my
so
gosh.
Great weather, kind of hot, but not terrible.
Right.
Yeah, it
right.
could be worse. So this car I've been following for a long time, and this is a real special car, and you've restored the car.
Yeah.
And could you just tell us a few key things that make it like extra special?
Well, it's a R22 car, which means it's front and rear color bumpers. It's
So
also
A22.
A22.
Yeah, R22 is a radio.
R22 is a radio.
It's your car, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I get mixed up in the numbers,
Right,
you know.
right.
But it is an A22
Double rubber bumper.
double rubber bumper. It's a cut.
No, you're fine, man.
It's an A22 rubber bumper car, front and back. It's got the rear window louvers, which puts it at top, 1-2% of the cars out there with rear window louvers. Vinyl top car, AM8 track. It's been the highlight of my life restoring this car, because since I was a kid, I saw one when I was 14 years old, and the strobe stripes do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I just had to have one. And
Yep.
my daddy, I grew up restoring these cars. 25, 26 years old, I said I'd had enough. I don't want it to do anything with any more cars. And one day I just decided I want to try to find an AAR, and I just lucky and got this one right here.
So you were looking for a car, but it could have been a green one, a yellow one, or whatever. You just happened to find this red one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right.
So out of all the Trans Am Cudas that you could find, the one that you found has it's just loaded up.
Yes, sir.
All the options.
Yeah.
Well, great.
And a funny story, I don't know if we have time to tell this. I've been so far removed from restoring and working on cars. I mean, I went through the music business,
Right.
welder, just all kinds of careers throughout my life. And it's funny how we turn around and we go back to where we started. Well, that was me.
Right.
And when I started looking for a car, I found this car. A friend of mine told me about it, sent me some pictures of it, and I was so far removed from them that I didn't know what those hinges, the rear window louvers were off of the car, and I saw the hinges up there, and I said, well, what is that about? He said, it's a rear window louver car. And I said, was J.C. Whitney or something? Or
Right,
he
so
said,
that's
no, that's
good.
factory. I said, you're kidding me. And he said, no. And then I really got excited about that, because it is a rare option for these cars.
Yep. Yep. So we're gonna have the Music City Mopar show
On the September the 27th.
September 27th, and
Yeah.
that's gonna be the Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be in Lebanon, Tennessee.
Lebanon, Tennessee.
All right, nice little show. I've never been there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna bring our black AAR,
Absolutely.
and my friend Mike, he's gonna bring his Cuda.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be with Mike Wilkins, the comeback Cuda.
Yeah.
And so we're real excited. Now, last year it got canceled because of the hurricane.
Hurricane, yeah.
And so we canceled out on that, but we're super excited. It should be great weather. So the Music City Mopar show, and I'm gonna look this car over really good.
Yeah.
And Mike says he's gonna judge my car, and I'm supposed to
Yeah.
look his over and
Yeah,
everything. And
yeah.
it's just gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, it will. We can't wait to see you and see that black AAR. And we got a great spot for you right beside this one, buddy.
Yep. Well, great. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Oh, you're welcome.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
Very good. All right. World's most expensive back glass right there. All right, I'm just gonna take the Tram here. So nice little covered wagon situation. And get a nice rest from walking. All right, hey, we're done with the car show part of it, and we've looked at some really shiny stuff. Now it's time to look at some rusty parts, and we're gonna be looking for some really rare things. We're gonna be looking for like SE window packages, 68 or 9 Roadrunner trunk lids, always the HEMI parts. You never know what you're gonna find. What are some other just e-body parts in general, like seat tracks? And so we're gonna do a walk around and see what we find, and we're gonna look at some prices and maybe talk to some swap spot guys and see what's out there today. While we're talking about rare parts, all right, man, he's got $1,200 on this. So this is a 70 Cornet trunk lid. And it's not even perfect. It's got some rust on it. So a couple more 68 Cornet trunk lids. That's crazy. All right, so these are usable, but they need media blasted or dipped. Let's see if there's a price on this one. 70 Cornet.
Maybe hearing from it. Oh, okay.
Say hi. Hey everyone out there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be posting videos of just about everything all day long. All right, so hey, that's a wrap on the MoParty 2025. We made it back to the truck okay. We went to the swap meet, filled up on merch, saw a lot of people. We had the autocross with David Crook. I really want to thank you, David, for letting me ride along and shooting some video that way. Went over to the guys at the Mopar Connection magazine, talked with them for a while. And most of all, I really want to thank everybody that come up to meet me, yelled out my name, shook my hand. That really means a lot, so thanks a lot. And please subscribe, comment, and I hope you like the video, and then we'll do it again next year. So thanks a lot. That's a wrap on MoParty.